This is the painting we're going to do today. So this is your pattern for the panda bear that I'm going to paint, and for Virginia, and she's on my Patreon page. So the first thing you have to do is print off the panda. So I'm going to send you a link to the pattern. I'm going to make a pattern out of it for you, or you can just print off the picture that I'm going to send you in black and white. So now we want to get this on our canvas. So what I do here is I want to get my panda on my canvas. I want to draw it out. Now you can draw it freehand if you want. It's only making a circle and a couple of little ears, and the body is, it's not hard to do freehand, but because I'm doing a video, I'm just going to show you other ways to do it. And I'm going to take it's just a plain piece of paper, and I put pencil on the back. We call it graphite. And I just scribbled on all that pencil, and now I have my own transfer paper. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my paper and I'm putting the carbon, I should say the graphite, down on the canvas. So I taped on my picture first with some tape, and then I'm going to put this underneath here. So as you can see, I drew out the most important parts of the ears, and you know, even these little lines right here, the eyes, the nose. I didn't do the shadow around the mouth. We're going to have to figure that out after. I did under the chin, and then you take the paper away, take this away, and you lift it up to make sure that you got everything you want. So if you're missing something or you can't see the edge of something, then redo it, refill it in with the graphite. All right, so my lines are pretty light, so here's what I do. So you can take this off once you're happy with it, and you know where all the lines are. If you're not sure, you can't see the line perfectly, you can take a pencil or even a piece of chalk and go over that line so that you can see it better, okay? So that's all you need to do. And you can extend your lines out to fill up the space. All right, so just go back over it again with chalk or a pencil. And the reason we go with chalk or pencil is because you can erase it if you make a mistake, and you can redo it. So now, because the panda bear is taking up a lot of space, we're going to do our background. You can do your panda bear first if you want, or your background. All right, so we'll go around the panda with a background. So for my background, I'm going to use this really soft, fluffy brush. See, isn't that nice? Soft and fluffy. It's like a makeup brush. Okay, so it's a bit different. I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to wipe it off in a bit of tissue. And just wipe it off a little bit in your tissue. And then, because it's damp now, which is nice, it'll pick up the paint better. So I'm just going to mix up some paint just for different colors in the background, kind of make it a fuzzy look. So I'm just going to start with a bit of white, a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. I'm not even mixing it really good. I just want to kind of have it so that it's marbled, sort of. And then I'm going to put these right here on the background like this. All right, very gently. So I don't want it to be too smudged. I'm trying to keep the colors a little bit separated. See that? Isn't that nice? This is a fantastic brush. Great for blending and making some really nice backgrounds. Yeah. A little bit more light there. See how I'm not blending the colors real well? So I'll go back in again with some white and some blue, some red. See what I'm doing? Not even mixing it. Look, a bit of yellow. Don't mix it. And then just little circles. Look how nice that background is. You can see the little bit of blue and yellow coming through. I'm not even pushing really hard because I don't want it to mix. This is fun. It's fun. That's what it's all about. So you might need to reload again, because I don't want my brush too wet, because you'll end up just a mush. But this way you can keep the paint separated a little bit, see? Just being very gentle. Don't want to get too overdone. Don't want to be overpowered red either. But that's nice. Oh, look, this is nice. Now we're getting some color in here. Really nice. Circles. Circles. Yeah, that's nice. Now, because my brush has got lots of color on it, I'm just going to go a bit of white. Start mushing that around a little bit. All right. So just go back and forth with some white, some different colors. And I recommend that you get one of these brushes. Just look how soft that looks. I mean, that's amazing. Your brush is everything. Your brush can make or break your painting. And I think I mentioned that before. Be very careful, your brush. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Now, if that's too dark for you, just add white. Just watch. Right? It's like, oh, I don't like that. It's too white, too dark. So just go in with white. Look at that. And how soft. Do the sides of your canvas if you're using a stretch canvas. Just use it and do the sides also. That'll give it a wraparound look. Now, don't worry if you hit your ear. As long as you don't cover up the ears. And as long as you don't cover up too much that you can't see it anymore. Right? Just keep close to it. And we can always fix it again later with a smaller brush. But there we go. And it's drying pretty fast because I'm putting on thin layers of paint. So you just keep adding paint. Nice. Every time I put it on it, there's nice colors all the time. It's like, really nice. I like it. Yeah. Hope you like it. I'm adding more white this time so it won't be too dark. I just added white to my dirty brush. Got to get around that ear there, but I don't want to cover up so I can't see it anymore. Get some more white. There we go. There we go. I might fill it in with another brush. But look at that, how soft it is. Isn't that nice? A little bit of color here and there. Like I said, we don't want it to be too dark. But look, I'm getting all these different colors. How nice that is. I like it. I like it a lot. You could even go over some of the ones that you just did already, right? You want to make it nicer and more colorful. And add more white there. Look at that. Look. I'm amazing myself because I never, really planned it. I just planned on putting some colors together on the canvas. But in reality, these colors, this brush has made this. Right? It has made all those beautiful colors. Yeah. See that? Did the same thing down here. I need somebody to do my videos for me to help me out so I can remember to make sure that you can see everything. But there we go. All I did was just go around with different colors. Nice look. Very pretty. I really like it. All right, now we got our background done. We can start our panda. So now what we can do is we can do the ears first. Like, let's do all the spots that are black first, okay? So we'll take black and we will paint in the ears. So just find the lines and go over the lines with black. And then we fill it in with black, okay? And just fill it in. Good. So we get all that black on there. You want to leave a little bit of a space there so you know that there's a shadow or something there. All right, and you come up here. So just fill it in. Don't worry too much right now about how it looks, but do your best to get it, the shapes the best way you want them. Right, a little bit of curve there on the ear. And then we got the other one over here. So follow the line that you did. Okay, find that line. Hopefully you didn't go over too much with your paint. If you did, make sure you go back over and find it and then redraw it out. Because shapes are really important. Very, very important. There we go. Got a couple little ears going on there. It's cute. Now we have the eyes. Now this brush I was using is just a synthetic or nylon small brush. It's not real big, it's flat. Okay. So I'm going to get a smaller one again now because we're going to go with the eyes. So the smaller the area, the smaller the brush. Now I can't tell you the size because all the brands are different sizes, but measure it up against your, that's the eye, right? So look at the brush compared to the eye. I mean, if you've got a brush that's this big, obviously you're not going to work with that with a little eye, right? So you make sure that your brush is small enough or big enough for the area. That's basically the only size you need to know. Measure it up against the area. And always wet your brush a little bit and tap it off in your tissue. And then we'll try now the eye. So we're just going to go around. We'll leave the inside of the eye for now, but we'll just go around the outside of the eye for now. And we'll get that black in there. And I'm going to leave the eye. There we go. Good. Biggest thing is trying to keep a steady hand. Use the this chiseled edge of your brush to get up around that there. Try my best where I'm standing up. I have to try to keep my hand steady. All right, I'll get it. There we go. Growly stomach. Up here. Good. Good. Now it might be easier to fill it in completely because we got to go black anyway, but I want to try it this way. I want to try it this way. There's so many different ways you can do it. Like with this one over here, you could just fill in around the eye again. Like I said, you can fill the whole thing in and put the eye in after if you want. But then what happens is you might have the eyes, they won't be in the, could possibly not be in the right way, and one eye be up and one eye be down, and this kind of helps a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with learning how to have patience, learning how to hold your brush, learning what brush to use. You take too many easy ways out and then it'll be hard for you to make decisions. Because you have to make decisions. Should I or shouldn't I? All right. And when you're sitting down at your table or your easel, it'll be much easier for you. It'll be much easier for you. Now we did a smaller brush there. Now, to do the nostril, you're going to need an even smaller brush. Smaller round or a smaller flat. I'm going to use a round brush. You're the one that makes the decision on the brushes, okay? You're the one. As long as you know that the bigger the area, the bigger the brush, all right? So you know that. So now we will do the snout. Snout got a bit of a grayish look to it. I'm going to change it, brighten it up a tiny bit, just so that we can figure out where the nostrils are and the snout is. Yep. I'll try my best now to get this done today for you. So now let's do the bottom here. Just fill in the coat with some black. All right, so under the chin and there we go. And we will round it out. Oops. Oh no. We will go around here. And we will fill that in. So I don't want to be too messy. We want to have a nice soft background for the fur. All right. There's a line right here. Okay. And that is the shadow. Leave that. Just put this in so far. See all this white around here? That's the background where I was getting too close to the edges, and so I left it alone a little bit so I can get a smaller brush and fill it in after. So right now we want to get the fur done, because we might have to take some fur and pull it out a little bit like this, right? So we'll do that after. I'm not going to really worry about it right now, but you can see what I'm going to do. All right, so we'll just do that after, because we want to create fur. Want to make it look like fur. Right now I just want to get the basics done first. I want to make this as easy as I can for you, because if you get it, start putting in details right away, it throws you off. There we go. Now, like I said here, there's a highlight there, so I want to add a bit of blue to my black so I can see it a little bit more, just a little bit here. Look, I'm just using the chisel edge of my brush to get those shadows there. I'm just going to put them in here now like this, just to get that much done, right? That way you know where they are. Good. There's also some highlights on the edge here too. We'll worry about all that now in a little while. So I'm going to add my black again. All right, so black, I'm making my own black because I ran out. So what I'm doing is I'm putting some brown, burnt umber, and blue and red together, making my own black. If it gets too brown, you just add more blue. So I'm making my own black, just to let you know. And then we will add, so don't forget to look at your reference photo because that's going to be very important to help you figure out where things go. Like I said, if you've got side lines or you make a mess, you can always fix it after. Acrylics are very forgiving. That's the shoulder. That's the back. That's the back there. Turns into white again after. And this is the shoulder. There is some highlights on that too. We'll do all that. Get under the chin. Fill it in. All right. So there's some spots here you might have to see, mine almost looks brown because I ran out of black. I didn't realize I ran out of black. I did a painting class there last week. Brought all my black with me. I forgot to pick up more. So, this will do. I like a little bit of brown anyway. I mean, you know, bears do have some brown, but this is, their fur is pretty black. All right, clean that up a little bit here. Make it nice and smooth. Nice. All right. Now let's see what we can do with the eye. So we're gonna fill in that eye, and there's black in here, and there's black in here. Make it as round as you can. Fill that in. Need more black. Make this more round. Fill it all in. We could have filled it all in the beginning. I was just experimenting to see which way would be best, because I want to get the eyes pretty even. So you can still see some of the little bit of white there. That's what I was trying to accomplish, right? So now I'm going to fill in that center. Make it a little bit bigger. Nice and round. And round we go. It's nice and round. There we go. And then we will add a little bit of white to our dirty brush. Just a little bit of white to our dirty brush. So I can figure out where I want to highlight the eyes a bit. Right here. There we go. At the bottom. Just basically going around the eye, that dark circle we made with white color. White is not a color. Let's do the other one. Try to get them even. Okay, that one's a bit too big. See, your brush can make or break. So my brush was a little bit too wide. I'll fix it up. No problem. Wipe off my brush. Get some of my black. Go underneath there so I can straighten it out a bit. There we go. It's not too hard to fix once you get used to your brush and how it works. I'm going to add some highlight into the eye here. Some over here. So as you can see, it's starting to come to life. Get some more black. I wish I never had to run out of black though. So I'm just going to put some more dark up here. If you end up filling it in by accident, just put more white back. There we go. Good. Might need a little bit more white on top of those eyes there. Clean off your brush a little bit and just add a little bit of white to the tip of your brush. You don't want too much. A little bit at a time. You can always go back, you know. A little bit up here first in the corner. And a little bit up here. A little bit here. That don't look too bad. Nice. Good. See? So let's shape up the nose a little. There we go. Looks like it has a little bit of a dip there, like lips. Good. And we will fill this in here. Just using a small round brush. I'm going to fill all that in because I was just trying to get the shape, make sure it was okay. So now we can fill it all in and then highlight it, and that'll bring it back to shape. There we go. Get that little bit here. There we go. You got the mouth. Cute. All right. So take your small flat brush and we will make a little bit of white on with our black and make a little highlight on top of the nostril or the nose or the snout. Let's give it shape. Let's give it some shape. A little bit of gray. Good. It's good. So we'll just add a little highlight also here, here. Just make sure those highlights stick out a little bit. That way it makes inside the nose look more dark, you know? So it's not dark enough. Get more black and add it in here. All these little details really help. The edges, different things like that. Now, still trying to get a little more highlight without getting too much. I want to do it a couple of times for you just to show you that, you know, you can keep trying till you're happy. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. There we go. So with a bit of shadow color again, you can use your white and black, probably grayish color, or a little bit of brown added to it. It's up to you. And we will start adding a little bit of shadow. As you can see in your picture, there's some shadows there. We'll just shadow it up a little bit here. Right? Just follow the shadows. And some here. There we go. So you can see some shadows. You can always start filling in a few shadows just to see where things are going. So we'll just add a little bit of a lip here. We don't have to do that, but we can always make it cute. And then we'll add a highlight to that. Isn't that cute? So sometimes by the picture you can't see. You might have to add a few little things yourself. All right. All these little highlights, they really make a difference. So we'll bring shadows wherever we see them. A little bit of shadow here and here. So just kind of scrubbing on some of that highlight. I should say the scrubbing on some of that shadows. Okay, I have some shadows. You might have to make up some of your own too, because if the picture comes out too white, you can use your contrast button on your pictures. I'll show you that after. And that will bring out all the shadows. Like the picture we're looking at now that I printed off doesn't show me very many shadows. So I'm kind of guessing at where they are. So I don't have much paint on my brush. Just kind of scrubbing off what I have on my brush. There we go. Don't worry if you put too much on there, because you can always go over it with white again. So I need to clean off my brush really good. I need to add some white to the back of the neck there. So it looks like I might have didn't finish up here. All right. That's the back. Now, just kind of scrubbing and scrubbing at it. Good. I get some paint on my brush, so I'm just rubbing it in there. I'm going to put some shadow on the top of this up here. Going to add some blue, a little bit of white, not much. Wipe that off my tissue. I'm going to start bringing out some of these bits of fur. To make it look furry, we have to bring it out like that. Now, I have to darken that up a little bit for you, because I'm trying to make it look like there's light. As you see in the picture, there's light shining on there, so the light must be coming in from the left, right? So go with some black too. Put some black on your brush again, and go back in here, because we need to have some black there too. So get some black going. Use the chiseled edge of your brush to bring out some of those lines, like that. Give it a furry look. Just pull them out like that. See how it gives it a little bit of a furry look? Right? Come on the edge there and just bring them out a little bit more if you want. See, you need that furry look. So cool. So we're going to add blue to our black again. All right. This one in here. I want to keep that lighter than the rest, just because there's a shadow there and separates these arms. And want a not real light blue, but if you want a light blue, add a little bit of white. So the blue in with your black and a little bit of white to brighten it up a bit. So that's, I'm using the chisel edge of my brush. See, I'm holding my brush. Chisel edge. I'm assuming, anybody's watching this may have some experience, but I'm also trying to assume that there's people here that has never painted before, so I'll try to explain every little detail. And chisel edge, if you're not sure what that is that sharp edge. See, when you turn it, you can barely see it, right? That's the sharp edge. So that you're going to work with that right on the tip of that to get these nice shapes. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of white brighten it up a little bit in some areas. You can see there's got a little bit of, see how I'm making those little sharp lines? Right, we could even do it over here. Just keep looking at your reference photo while you're painting along with me. You know, put me on pause. Put me on pause, I need a break. And right, and if it's not bright enough, add more white. That's all. If you want, depends on how white you want it or how bright you want it. Right, it's up to you. You don't have to do exactly as the picture shows you, or you can do it whatever way you want it. You might want the highlights not quite as bright. A couple of fur lines coming out of here, as you can see. Just pull them in like that. Right? Good. Some of these got little fur lines coming out, but you don't have to have them if you don't want to. Do whatever you want, okay? And then over here you got more. You see, I changed the colors up a little bit of purple there. You know, you could do that. You can purple it up by adding a bit of red to your blue and a bit of white, and add a little bit of your black. And then you can get that purpley look if you want. Get those colors like that, as long as it's lighter than what you already have there. Right? Then you take the chisel edge of your brush. Make sure it's chiseled edge by moving it through the paint like this, and then you end up getting nice chiseled edge, see? And then you use that chiseled edge to make these little strokes of fur. And if, like you said, if it's too dark, add a little more white. Use the corner of your brush to get small pieces of fur. See that? Yeah. Little strokes. There we go. Just use the corner. That way, if you want to use the whole chiseled edge, you'll get bigger pieces of fur. The smaller pieces of fur you'll get with just using the corner. See? Little corner. And you don't want them to be all in order. You want them to be all over the place, basically. You know, you want them to be, you want them all going the same direction. But you want them to nice, look at that. There we go. Good. Good. It even brought some color in. So I thought that was really nice. So you can change your picture, your reference photo, and add colors, and crop it, and do all kinds of things. And then you manipulate your picture that you printed off, and then you can paint it, get ideas from that way. Don't have to be exactly the same. Isn't that nice? Look at that. See? I think it's cute. See, it's a bit different, right? It's not just a black fur, you know what I mean? You know, things going on there. I like it. One of you guys might say, well, I don't like that. But that don't matter. That's okay. That's okay. Because I'm doing it my way. And you can do it your way. And everybody's happy. Not sure if I like that, though. Just trying to create some fur. Just by doing these strokes. Just on top of what I already did. See? Nice furry. Got a nice furry bear going on here. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Nothing wrong with that. Didn't mean to do that, but I can take that out. Just watch. See, I ran out of black, like I said, so I got to use what I got here. There we go. That's better. Now, I got to do something with the face. Okay, so let's add some fur to the ears, which we have black, and we're going to bring some of that fur out. Just give it a furry look. I got a small chiseled edge flat synthetic brush. Okay, I'm just getting some of these just a little bit. I don't want to overdo it. Get a furry look. Let's come out a little bit. See? Fill it in. And we will get a lighter, kind of a grayish color if you want, and try to make that look furry by doing that. Just going to bring that over a little bit here, like that, and then I'm going to darken up the back again. Good. Give it a little bit of shadow in here. See how much fun it is to go back and forth with the shadows? And then we can do the same thing here. Make sure you get a chiseled edge with your black. That's good. Don't need too much. Thicken it up a little bit. That's good. And then we're going to do a little highlighting. Add a bit of white to that color. That blackish color. Add a few strokes. Add more white if it's not white enough, not bright enough, I should say. And we will chiseled edge, get the furry look there. I'll add a little bit here too. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, these little bits of highlight can really add to it. And a little bit up here. Good. Keep it dark in the center. Good. Now, I think I get enough highlight there. Not sure. So you might need to go back and forth even after I'm finished. You might want to do, once you get used to using your brush like this, with those, getting those nice furry lines, I think you're going to want to do them a lot because they're so much fun to do. Isn't that cute? Bring a little bit of fur here. Just highlights this all, just to bring it out more. Yeah. How cute is that? So all we can do now is play with the white fur. Let's see what we can do with that now. I'm just going to try my fan brush because you can do a lot of things with a fan brush. If you don't have a fan brush, just use your flat. So I'm going to take my white and add a bit of blue. So I get a really light blue color. Really light blue color. So here it is here. All right. I'm going to clean off my brush to see if I can get it lighter than that. I'm going to go with white. I'll move over to the side here so that I can take off some of that blue. Then I'm just going to fill it in. And I'm going to pull out like I did before with the black. All right. Gives it a furry look. And I'm going to clean off my brush again because I think I got too much blue. I'll go more white. There we go. And then I'm going to go up here. But I still want to pull out some fur. Once you get used to doing that, you're going to love it. I'm not too fussy about that brownish color there. I thought I'd give it a try, but I'm just kind of filling it in with the bluish color, bluish white. Because we're going to put white on top of that. But we need shadow underneath in order to bring the white out. Now you might find better to use your flat chisel edge brush to do around the eyes. Now if you mess in, if you go inside your eye or you go outside or you do something, you can go back in with the black and fill it in, okay? But let's keep some of the blue going. Pull out to the sides. This is white back here, so we'll go with the blue to make it white after. Just keep an eye on that part there where the face separates from the back. And use your chisel edge brush, you'll find that much easier to for the edges here. So now use your chiseled edge brush to get around it, those other areas. Okay. Clean off your brush really good because you're in with white now. So if you got a dirty brush, that's going to pick up the darks. We don't want that. Good. That's good. You can take some of the white fur Bring it down over the black a little bit too if you want. Clean it up a bit there. So you're gonna have to work, all right? When I'm done, you're still gonna have to go back and do some touch-ups and things that you want to do. I'm just bringing it over the edge a little bit just so I can get a furry look, that's all. Okay. Get that furry look right here. Look at that. So all the edges, you bring them out. Bring them out like that. Bring them out. Right? There we go. Now, he's got some little hairs coming off the chin there. Right. Yeah, scrub it so it looks like it's all blend in one, right? So you'd want to have a line there if possible. I think that looks good. Now, I'm going to go into my black again for a minute. Use the same brush or another brush. And I think I need more, just to go down here a little bit more. So you can fix things up. Right? Isn't that cute? I like the blue better, much better. Okay, now we can use our fan brush if you like. And let's get that white back on there now. Maybe let it dry a little bit. That way we can see the white then. And you see the hair dry. You can use a hair dryer if you like. All right. So now we're going to clean our brush. Take the blue off it. Get pure white. You can use your flat chiseled edge if you want. Or you can use your fan brush. Experiment with your brushes. You can also use a long liner brush. So I'm just gonna, oops, it's okay. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna bring a little bit of white in here just to say that some of the fur has gone up inside the ear there. See, I'm doing things that you can't even see here, right? That you don't even see on your reference photo. And that's why it's called a reference photo, because now you're going to do what you think. You want to add more fur, or take more fur out, whatever you want to do. Okay? So I'm just going to bring in some of this. Use your chisel edge of your brush. Make those strokes. Try to follow the way the fur goes. Okay? So the fur falling over this way, you go that way, and this way, and that way. All right. How nice is that? Make short strokes or long strokes, whatever looks good. Finding some long strokes, thicker strokes, and then some smaller strokes works. That's really nice. I don't really need to do much more with that now. much. Look at that. You gotta leave some of the blue behind, all right? So that it look like fur on top of that. I really like it. I'm pretty sure that's it. I think we just gotta fix up it's so cute. Isn't that cute? Isn't that the nicest thing you've ever seen? And it wasn't too hard, right? You know, I tried my best to make it as easy as I could. I know that, you know, it might be a little hard in some places, but practice. That's so cool. I'm not going to do too much with the fur around the eyes. I might overdo it. So I'm just going to leave them as they are because they look really nice. I think they look nice, right? And I think we need a little more darkness around the nose here, where I brought it in a bit too much here. Right? Because I brought in too much. So do your little touch-ups after you get it all done. Just go back in and look at it and go, oh, I went over that part by accident. All right? And then you just fix it up. See? Nice. Nice, nice. All right, I think I'm happy with that. I hope you are. I like the background came out really nice, didn't it?